Hi, I'm Chantel Cohen, and today we are talking about attachment styles. Last video we talked about secure attachment, and there are three others. There are dismissive avoidant, fearful avoidant, and anxious or preoccupied. And so today I want to talk about dismissive avoidant. And you guys have all seen these folks. Really don't care about relationships, don't need them. They have a lot of self-confidence, and that's why it can be a little deceiving. These folks have a high degree of self-confidence, but they distrust others. And let's paint the contrast. Whereas people who are securely attached, they trust others, and I'm not talking foolhardy trust. I'm talking about the person that they're intimate with. And so securely attached people trust others and they have a high level of confidence. Now these folks, the avoidant dismissive, they'll say things like, I don't understand why we have to be talking about our feelings or talking about us so much. It just feels like you're just way too needy for me. So they sound really good, you guys. I really want to paint this picture. These are the folks who are, when you're talking about your feelings, they may be a little low on empathy. And that's because they don't trust others. They definitely trust themselves and they feel very confident in themselves, but not so much about you. And so they could show up not as like that jealous kind of partner, but more a little indifferent. Okay, so you're going out with your friends, okay? Yeah, whenever you come home, it's not a big deal. It's almost like these folks have their partners feeling a little neglected emotionally, and they're just a little detached. So the thing that I want you to think about this question a little bit, and it's people who are dismissive avoidant, I prefer not to depend on others or have them depend on me. We're two separate entities in this relationship. I don't know why it feels like we have to depend on each other so much. And so the person who's trying to attach to them kind of feels crazy. Am I needy? Is this normal? Because it doesn't feel like we're really talking about our feelings. I don't feel like I can really talk about who I am, and my partner doesn't share enough about themselves. And so that can make for a very detached feeling in the relationship. If you're feeling like your partner is dismissive and you're feeling like they're kind of detached, you're probably in a relationship with a person who's dismissive and avoidant attachment style. And so they downplay, here's some of the hallmarks, they downplay the importance of relationships, and they're really self-reliant because they don't trust others, so they certainly don't want to rely on you. Why didn't you tell me that you needed a ride to your job interview? Well, I just thought, if I need to do that, I can figure that out myself. That's those folks. It sounds really good. Sounds like some nice independence. But what happens is it really shows up when it comes to intimacy. So they are distant in their relationships and they downplay the importance of vulnerability and intimacy. I don't need all that. I know I care about you. I'm here, aren't I? They say things like that. And I know a lot of you are kind of like laughing or kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I've heard that. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be in the relationship. It's more than that, guys. You gotta feel like you got this connection. And so in the beginning, these folks will show up like they're connected, but over time, you will feel almost like a pulling back from them. You may recognize your partner or yourself in this. Do you have a dismissive attachment style, or are you in relationship with someone who has a dismissive attachment style? I'm Chantel Cohen, and I hope you become one again. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and hit that subscribe button for our YouTube channel. We have lots of great videos. We'd love to hear from you about your attachment style. See you soon.